welcome back to Fast and Car Curious, and this time something a bit different in that I'm in a diesel. I haven't tested a diesel for a while, not since my own A7, and this is a bit smaller than my car. It's the A5, this one is a V6 diesel, and it's the lower powered V6 diesel, only 218 PS or 214 horsepower if you prefer. When I say only, it still does the 60 in 6 seconds. That's pretty quick, isn't it? That's nearly as fast as my A7. And when you compare it to the S5, which is the performance version of this, it's only a second and a bit slower than the S5. So, it's a diesel, right? This allegedly does 60 miles per gallon. This is showing 45. But this is a powerful car. It's a V6. It's got plenty of welly, and I'll show the interior soon. This has got the Audi virtual cockpit. That's the real reason why I'm bothering to film this car. It's got some of the latest technology from Audi, and it's a brand new car. It's done about 400 miles, if that. And I've got to say, the cockpit view is beautiful. This combined with the larger screen you get with the tech pack, which I'll talk about in a minute, means you are bathed with gallons of technology at your fingertips, all configurable, which I'll show you in a little bit. But this film's really about asking you that question: do you really need to spend the extra money on the S5 or even the RS5 when you've got a powerful car like this, which is only a second or so slower than the S5, and yeah, okay, 2 seconds slower than the RS5. But then, at 115 quid a year road tax and 40 odd miles to the gallon, got to beg the question, right? Is that difference worth it? I don't know. Of course, you don't get the looks of the S5, and certainly not the RS5, which looks fabulous. But then for 60 odd K plus, you'd expect it to, right? This is 42K, at least that's where it starts. Before you start throwing in the options list. And there are some funny things on the options list, which I'll again talk to you about in a little while. But for now, let's cut to the outside of the car, have a look, see what you think about how it looks, and then we'll come back to the interior and I'll show you the virtual cockpit, which is brilliant, and we'll get some driving impressions. Let's have a look at the outside. So here we are then, the 2017 model A5. The Mark II, if you like. This one's in black. Get it in white as well. Any other colour choice is at least £645 extra, which I think is madness. But there you go. The wheels are optional extras. These look great though. I like these. £1,050 extra. And folding mirrors cost you more, which I think is disgraceful. They're free on a Peugeot. It looks good. Looks good in black. Bit of chrome trim. We'll take a look at the interior in a second, but moving around to the back of the car, I like the new rear. This looks good. I like the new LED rear lights. Looks quite aggressive, sculpted lights, very nice indeed. Good size boot, very nice. My trusty camera bag. Yeah, enough space. The boot's manually pulled down. If you want it electrical, obviously you've got to pay more. And 3 litre Audis used to have an exhaust pipe in each side. This is 2 small ones to the left, which is how the 2 litre used to be. And this is a 3. I don't know, doesn't look quite right to me. Down the flanks looks good. Love these haunches here, looks great. Quite aggressive looking. And then just that side profile, it's nice, into the sun, sorry. Aggressive looking, sporty looking. LED headlights are standard now, not matrix, but LED is standard, looks good. Bit too much chrome maybe on the front. Maybe a black edition choice would help with that. But I think you'd agree, it looks pretty darn good. Well done, Audi. Very good. Let's have a look at the inside, shall we? So welcome to the interior of the 2017 A5, and yeah, it's lovely. This is a great interior. Audi seem to have got it nailed, don't they, in terms of quality. Everything's nice to touch, nicely dampened, all the controls, all the stalks are nice to use. And then we get to the the new virtual cockpit, they call it. So electrically operated dials are gone. This is all TFT. Just press that button again, and you get this view. It's all electronic, and I can alter what I see and when I see it. Great big screen in front of me there, of course. And then the extra large screen in the middle there, so I can show all kinds of stuff on here if I want to. Phone directories, what's playing on my system here. I can muck about with all kinds of stuff, but always have the speedo and the rev counter showing at all times. But it's beautiful. I really like it. I think it looks terrific. There's all kinds of information shown here, but it just looks nice. It feels very high quality. So some information there. You can also have the sat nav shown on here, of course. And then we go into the menu options, navigation and phone settings and media. Showing off my awful taste in music, back and so on. Then all the user controls are lovely. This new way of showing temperatures inside, a bit F-Type-esque, but it looks good. Fabulous quality. And I love the new gear shifter. I actually like to prefer this to my A7, which I thought was great. No piano black, which is a good thing. It's in my car, my A7, it scratches to bits all the time. Audi phone box, so I could lay my phone on here and charge it, and it boosts phone signal and charges it too, which I think is rather clever. And then USB connectors and aux ports. Seats now. This is contentious for me. They're standard, you don't get full leather anymore. So they're 800 quid. This is, they keep calling it Alcantara. I'm not sure it's Alcantara and some leather. See it better in the back probably. Don't know whether I like that. But I've got to say, it's comfortable sitting, you don't slide around on it. So it's practical. So, the interior, huge thumbs up. Beautiful place to sit. Really very, very good indeed. And that TFT virtual cockpit is absolutely lovely to use. Check that out. That's lovely, isn't it? Well, leave me some notes below. Don't you know what you think about the interior? I think it's probably one of the best I've sat in. I really do. Anyway, enough of the interior. Nice as it is, let's get some driving done, shall we? Performance then, I've got plenty of go on tap, lots of torque. You feel that in this car, and it's pulling me along the road at quite a swift pace. I'm not going nuts, of course, it's not my car, so I don't really want to brake it, of course. But yeah, in terms of driving dynamics, it pulls well. You feel that a lot. You know you've got 3 litres of welly under your foot. Now what I will say is this feels a lot lighter than my car, my A7. I know Audi and all the other manufacturers are spending a lot of time and money developing their cars to be lighter because it improves fuel efficiency and emissions, which of course therefore makes it cheaper to run. And yeah, I'm getting a good turn of pace out of this. It's not bullet fast. I'm pretty sure the S5 feels a lot quicker. But again, that 0 to 60 thing is good, and this is pretty fast, I've got to say. So yeah, I like it. And also the thing I've noticed with that, you know, kind of lighter feel to it is its performance around the corners is good too. So Audis normally get a reputation for not feeling as nice to drive as BMWs and so on. And yeah, okay, it's not as sharp as the F-Type I was driving the other day, but it's not a sports car like the F-Type is. But it handles well, it turns in well. I don't get a sense of understeer either, that kind of sensation of trying to go on when you're trying to turn left. It still feels like it's handling well. Steers nicely, bit of feel to the steering wheel, not too bad. And also you notice that because this isn't necessarily a sports car version of the A5, suspension's nice too. It's not crashy. I'm in a bumpy country lane now, as you can probably see. I like to run over the joggers. And it handles well, it feels nice, it's comfortable. I'm not crashing through bumps, like I say. So, quick, handles well around the corners, comfortable to drive in, and not noisy and harsh. Now what I would say, and by now you know me well, there's not enough noise. I get a nice V6 sort of noise, you know, a bit of a rumble here and there, but I'm actually in dynamic mode and sport. I'm getting a bit of a white. It's quite nice. It's a bit like an old-fashioned turbo whistle when I accelerate, which I'll try and do now, see if you can hear it too. It's a bit of a sort of turbo whistle noise, almost like a supercharger in an XKR, if you've heard one of those. It's quite a nice noise actually, but no growls, and obviously not the pops and bangs you get from the F-types that I've driven recently. But it's a satisfying noise, yeah, it's turbine-like. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So, to summarise the driving dynamics then, it handles well, it's not too hard on the suspension. Go and drive a 4 Series BMW, you know about it then. So it feels nice to drive in that respect. It's not hard and taut like a sports car as such, but it does perform well. It handles the corners very well, even at high speeds. But you don't suffer with crashes and bangs with tough suspension, which is nice. And there's a bit of noise, never enough for me of course, but it's not an unfortunate sound. Not bad at all, yeah, not bad, quite like it. So costs then. Well, despite the 3-litre V6, the road tax is $115 a year, which I think is really good for quite a powerful car. Clearly things are moving on when it comes to emissions and fuel efficiency these days. So plenty of power, that's 0-60 in 6 seconds, and yet 115 quid a year in road tax, which I think's pretty good. Base price of this is 42k. Now, this one has a technology pack, which is why it has the virtual cockpit, which I showed you in the interior look around. That's 1,300 quid. This also has the comfort pack, which brings various bits and bobs, £1,200. But I don't get folding mirrors as standard. That's becoming a bugbear of mine with Audi. It seems ridiculous. You get them standard on a Peugeot 208, but not this car that costs £42,000. That seems a bit crazy to me, Audi. But anyway, you need it on a wide car as well. These mirrors are quite big, and it's a wide car. You can see it's getting knocked off if you forget to fold them in manually. So, options wise, having the tech pack I think is critical. I don't think you'd ever sell this car unless it had the tech pack, so bear that in mind for residual values as well. The wheels, as I mentioned on the exterior walk around, are another £1,000. That seems like a lot, but they look great and they do differentiate it. Also the colour choice. I went through the configurator earlier on, and you can choose white or black for free. Everything else, colour-wise, costs at least £645, which I think is disgraceful. I think that's just money grabbing. Why would red or blue in a flat colour cost another £645? Answers on a postcard. But apart from that, I think the running costs are pretty good. That road tax is particularly good. Allegedly this will do 60 miles to the gallon. I very much doubt it. I'm doing 39. But that's with a bit of spirited driving, so I don't know, maybe 60 is possible if you lock it out in the best possible economy setting, and take it out of sport mode all the time. So yeah, cost wise not too bad. Some of the options are a little bit strange, a bit expensive, but fundamentally you get what you pay for, right? This is a good quality car. Conclusion time. Well, it's a very good quality car. It looks good, feels of high quality, both externally and internally. The interior is beautiful. The technology pack, of course, brings the Audi virtual cockpit, which I think is stunning, and you can't really have this car without it, because I don't think your residuals will be that good if you don't have virtual cockpit. But the the build quality is exceptionally good. I think things have moved on again, if that's possible. Audi have always had a reputation for building very good interiors. The interior of my A7 is beautiful, but this takes it on again. And the lack of black piano plastic is a good thing. Scratch free, sharp move on Audi's part. Very, very nice. And then the driving dynamics, it drives really well. It's smooth, the V6 is very smooth, but not too noisy. There's not enough noise for me, but it is a diesel after all. What do you expect? And you whack it in sport mode, you get a bit of noise. A nice V6 whine, bit of a turbo whine like I mentioned earlier on. So it performs well, it handles well. When I took it around the corners earlier on, it was flat. Like it had stiff suspension, yet over the bumps it wasn't uncomfortable, if you see what I mean. So drives really well too. And then the price point, 42k is about right for this sort of car. Compares well with the 4 Series BMW, for example, which is not as good as this, I don't think. I have tested one before, but not on camera, and it was just too hard. The suspension was rock solid compared to this. So I'd conclude this as being a stick it on your list. If you're after a coupe and your car list, if you're a company car driver, has it on it, or you're a private driver, test one. Give it a go, as per usual. Try and get the keys off them for more than 10 minutes and drive it properly. I think you'd like it a lot, apart from when people pull out in front of you. I think you'll like it a lot. Definitely worth a test drive. Give it a go. I give it a big thumbs up. I think it's a lovely car to drive. I'd like to drive the 2-litre petrol version, 252 horsepower. Petrol's making a comeback, isn't it? Because they're so efficient now. But as it goes, 3-litre V6 in 218 PS mode. Yeah, give it a go. I really like this car. I give it a thumbs up. So that's it for this quick review of Audi's new A5. Give it a thumbs up if you can below. Leave me some comments, always welcome. Thank you very much. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. It helps me no end in accessing more cars for me to share with you. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon.